great to interact with you as well. Whenever you book a session and I see your name, I'm like, okay, great. I'm going to have a good session. So it's very important for even the tutors. We sometimes get so exhausted when we do our sessions, but whenever I have a session with you, it's very enriching. It makes me extremely happy. So it's a pleasure to have taught you. And I hope that we do get to meet sometime in the future as well. So good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
How are you doing? It's been a very long time.
Yeah, ma'am, I'm doing well and long time no see.
Yeah.
How has your day been?
It has been great. It's been good. How has I think I've not seen you in a couple of months now. So how has everything been for you? How is your school courses going? How is everything going?
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah, actually, I have taken gap because of my exam because my
Okay.
exam is knocking at the door. So I
Okay.
took a gap. So
how
that's
long
why,
have you
ma'am.
taken a gap?
Yeah, not really. It has been almost 3 weeks.
3 weeks. Okay, yeah, that's great. So, and even I actually took a big break. I mean, I don't do clapping as often now because of the exams that even I have because I'm still in college. And
Oh,
I also have like a couple of, I have to go back home sometimes and all of
oh.
these things. So even I try and do like as least as possible. So I haven't seen you or any of my usual learners in a while. So that's great. So is this your first session after your break?
Yes, ma'am. It's my first session.
Okay, that's great. So we'll do something different today then. There's no need to, get into it because you haven't been in it for
Yeah,
3 weeks. So
yeah.
how were your exams? How do your exams go?
Yeah, ma'am. Actually, tomorrow I have exam because I have, because this is my last session of my subscription. So I thought that I should take it because I have, paused my subscription for 14 days. So
Okay.
if I didn't attend this, then it will,
Get over, yeah.
yeah, that's why I took this session.
Okay, that's
And
great. So that's good. So
finally I
because
found you on Clappingo. So I thought that
yeah,
I should
that's
book your
great.
session.
So because you have an exam tomorrow, let's not get too deep into it. But what is your exam that you have tomorrow?
Yeah, I have to, fill that question paper of Bengali, ma'am. My mother tongue Bengali.
Bengali. Okay, that's great. Is that a difficult language for you or you're good at it?
Yeah, ma'am, it's my favorite language because it's my mother tongue. So I'm really genius on this language. So
Okay,
I
that's
will,
good. So you're not very stressed about it or anything.
yeah, yes, ma'am. But to be honest, ma'am, I didn't go through the topic because of my exam because I was
That's
preparing
okay.
some questions. Okay,
No
ma'am.
problem. No problem about that. We just have like a normal discussion today because it's your last session and there's no need to make it a difficult session or something, about a particular topic. We can talk about anything. No problem.
Yeah,
So,
yes, ma'am.
what exams have you had till now? What are the subjects that you have?
Yeah, in this time I have taken science. That's why there are 4 science subject and 2 language. One is my
Okay.
mother tongue Bengali, and second language is English. And there are 4 science subjects: physics, chemistry, biology, and mathematics. Total 6, ma'am.
So, you're in the 12th standard or the 11th standard now?
11th standard, ma'am.
11th standard. Okay. My brother's also in the 11th standard. He just finished his 11th standard. So I think he's going to go to his 12th standard now. Like he just finished his exams, I think, a month ago.
Oh.
So I think he'll be going into 12th now. So after this Bengali exam, are you done with your exam?
Yeah, actually, after Bengali, I have English exam, and after
Yeah.
that, I have 4 science exam.
Oh, so your exam is just starting now.
Yeah. Tomorrow my
Okay,
exam
okay.
will start.
Oh, okay. That's great. That's great. So how do you feel about school right now? Do you like going to school? Is it a fun experience for you?
Yeah, ma'am. To be honest, ma'am, I really love to go to school. Not love because I loved to go to school because recently I have changed my school, so I have joined a new school. There are not that much friends. There are no
Okay.
my previous friends, so and it is so far from my house, almost
Okay.
16 kilometer. I have to travel a lot, so I didn't go to school regularly. But after 11, I think after 15 days after completing the exam, when I will be promoted into 12th, then I will try to go regularly school because
Okay.
it's really important class for me.
Yes,
So
exactly. So you don't have any attendance requirement or anything for school?
Yeah, there have, ma'am, but I am trying to attend my school regularly. But in 11, there are no, like this type of um,
Yeah.
agreement. But if I face any problem, then my father will manage it.
Okay, okay. That's good. That's great. So how do you travel to school 16 kilometers? A bus or how do
Yeah,
you
I
go?
yeah I travel by bus, ma'am.
The school provides the bus?
Not really. It's government school, so I'm traveling by local bus.
Oh, okay. So that is a little bit inconvenient sometimes,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
So that
Yes, ma'am.
would cost a decent amount as well.
Yes.
They are so they don't provide buses at all.
Yeah. Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
okay, that's great. So that's not good actually. I don't know why I said that's great, but yeah. So, but I'm sure that if you go to school more regularly, you'll be able to make some more friends, and because you'll be
Yeah.
around these people more often, right?
Yes.
So when you go there in 12th grade, you'll be able to make more friends. Plus, it's your last year in school, so it
Yeah.
becomes like a little bit pressure for you itself to make it a very memorable year. So it's your
Yes.
last year of school, so you need to enjoy it as much as possible, right?
Yeah.
Because after this is college. So what do you want to do in the future?
Yeah. Are you talking about after 12th or in my? Are you talking
After
about?
12th.
Yeah, actually, ma'am, in this time, I'm learning, so many languages. Not so many. I'm learning English. So I want to, my mother tongue is Bengali. So I'm studying every subject in in my mother tongue. But after 12, I want to study every subject in English because I want to
Okay.
crack competitive exams. So that's why I will prepare that, and I have to, recover those gaps because
Yeah.
I'm not studying in an English medium school. So there are a lots of problems that I have to I shall have to face in my you know future. So I will try to make the you know cover the gap, and I will work on my exams, competitive exam.
Okay. So right now, your subjects like biology, physics, everything is in Bengali.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
All are
that
in
must be
Bengal.
very hard. Like if I looked
Yeah.
at those textbooks, I would go insane because I cannot read all subjects. And that's
Yeah.
actually a very difficult skill because
Yeah.
all of these sciences, all the years that we've seen them, these past 100 years, have been written and discovered in English. So able to study that in Bengali is very difficult. So it's great that you actually achieved that. So I don't
Yeah.
think that studying it in English is going to be a lot for you because you have been working with Clap and Go. And as
Yeah.
far as I can see, you have improved your. It's not even though you have not like come for that many sessions. I can see the thing is easy for me to converse with you, and you're able to understand me well. So all it's going to take
Thank
is you practicing by yourself because you seem fine to me, right?
you. Thank
So
you.
don't worry about that. And as so after your college, what are your plans for? What do you want to become when you grow up?
Yeah, ma'am. After 12th, if I talk about my career, then I will do like, I want to do great things. Like, I really love the person. Like, I like the profession, teaching profession. I really like it.
Okay.
But it's not that really, I like teaching, and personally, I love to, solve mathematics. So in future, I want to train mathematics in a funny and easy way. It's my long time goal, you can say. And if I talk about my short term goal, then it is to score better in my 12th, because if I score better in my 12th, then I will get good college. So this is important. It's my short time goal, and in future I will teach mathematics and
That's
on offline
great.
also.
I
So
like how you've made a distinction. Do you know what a distinction is?
no, ma'am, I don't know.
So distinction is nothing but a difference. So you've made a difference between your short-term goal and your long-term goal. So another word you can use for difference is distinction. So
Okay.
I really like your distinction between your short-term goal and long-term goal because it's very important to have both of them. Because what is a long-term goal? What it does is it doesn't make you work immediately, but it makes you do a lot of tasks in the years
Yeah.
coming to
Yeah.
work for that in the future. But
Yes.
a short-term goal actually it motivates you in the second right now, and you know that your short-term goal is going to lead to your long-term goal. So you
Yeah.
need to have them separately, but at the same time they should be connected somehow. So that's
Yes.
great. That is very important to make sure that you're scoring well right now, so that in the future it looks good on your resume. Do you know what your resume
Yeah.
is?
Uh, no, ma'am, I don't know.
Do you know what a CV is?
Yes, ma'am. Can you repeat it?
CV.
CB.
So a
I don't.
resume is nothing but when you go for interviews, they'll ask you to
Oh.
bring. So later in life, this will help you a lot. So they'll say,
Oh.
okay, bring your resume. So your
Oh,
resume is nothing but it'll have all of your details, your personal details,
oh,
your contact number, everything. Plus, it'll have all the achievements you've done. So it'll have your 10th board
oh,
ka marks, 12th ka marks, then your college degree, your
yeah.
skills, like you're good at communication, you're good at Bengali, you're good with English, etc., etc. And what are your hobbies? What do you do for fun?
Yeah, if I talk about fun, ma'am, to be on, what can I say? Like I my hobby is gardening, as well as I really love to travel. Traveling is my one
Okay.
of my best hobby. So
Yeah,
I
so
really,
even these will be there in your resume. So this resume basically talks about you as a person, which will help in your college interviews.
yes.
Right? Okay, continue. You like to travel. Go ahead.
Yeah, actually, because in this time, I'm learning English to travel also. Because in this, if
Okay.
I want to learn every language, then it's a backbreaker for me. So I'm learning English because English will help me to, travel any other country in the world. Because
Definitely. The English is a universal language, right?
yeah,
Because how did English become a universal language? Because the Britishers. The Britishers went to every country and colonized them, which means they took over each country and they propagated English. Propagated means they forced English on top of all
yeah,
of us.
yes,
So
yes,
because
ma'am.
of that, it's become like a universal language. So no matter where you go, English will be spoken. So it'll be easy for you to communicate with others. So that is a
Yes, yes.
great goal to have. So have you ever traveled outside of India before?
Not really, ma'am. Actually, I live in a village, so I don't get, that much opportunity to visit anywhere. But it's my dream, not dream, it's my target to
That's
travel.
great.
And to be honest, I have traveled lots of, state, like in my neighbor state. So
Where have you
that's all.
traveled?
Yeah, not I have traveled in my state, like West Bengal, and there are lots of places where those are really beautiful. I have visited them, as well as I have traveled Bihar, like neighbor countries, neighbor states, ma'am.
The States, yeah. Okay, so that's great. Even I love to travel. I love to see new places and explore new culture.
Yeah.
But the last place that I went to recently was Spain. I went to Spain.
Oh,
So do you know where Spain is?
yeah, I know, ma'am.
It's in
Spain.
Europe. So I went
Yes.
to Spain and I ate the food there. I went to Barcelona and it was a great place. So I have traveled outside of India and it is a privilege and I'm glad that I could do that. But I love to
Wow.
travel as well. I love to travel within India as well. I have come to East India. I am from Bangalore, so I'm from South. So,
Oh,
but I have come to East India as well. But I have never been to West Bengal. I have been to
oh,
Sikkim. I have been to Arunachal Pradesh, I've been to Assam, but I've never been to West Bengal. And I've also never been to the west of the country. Like I've never been to Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, all of that I have never been. So that is something that I would like to
oh,
explore in the future, definitely.
oh.
So that is a
Okay.
good goal to have. So that is a good goal to have. So, as you finish your degree, you'll be able to make your own money to be
Yes.
able to travel by yourself. So that is a
Yeah.
good thing to always keep in mind. So are there
Uh,
any other hobbies that you're pursuing?
Yeah, if I talk, I don't like. I love to travel. That's my hobby, and gardening is my favorite hobby because I
That's
love to,
great.
I love trees, nature. I'm really a big lover of nature. Whenever
Okay.
I see tree, then I love to take care of them, and as well as there are lots of things that I love, which I can mention because I am a talkative person. I really talk to others. Like when I talk to others, like I love to make friends, like in this time
Okay.
I'm talking with a lots of people who all over the world, because I'm talking with clapping tutor, as well as I'm talking with my subscriber also, who are also from all over the world, because they,
That's great.
and that's
That's
why
great.
I can know a lots of things from them, because their fashion, their religion, their culture, festival, and lots of things. Because before join starting English speaking, I didn't know about any single thing about the other state or countries. But after starting learning, after starting communicating, then and in this time I know a lots of things, and it will help me in my traveling in future.
Extremely, yeah. Communication is extremely important when it comes to all of this. So I'm glad that you're doing that. And
Yeah.
because our session is coming to an end, and because this is your last session at Clap and Go, I just want to know a little bit feedback you have about me that I could improve or anything like that. So if
Yeah,
you
yeah.
want to anything, please
Yeah.
let me know.
Actually, ma'am, you are really so friendly, ma'am. Whenever I talk to you, I feel happy because you motivate me a lot to speak English, and you are really so friendly. It was really lovely talking to you, ma'am. Whenever I interact with you, and I learn a lots of things from you. So
Thank you so
amazing,
much.
ma'am.
It was great to interact with you as well. Whenever you book a session and I see your name, I'm like, okay, great. I'm going to have a good session. So it's very important for even the tutors. We sometimes get so exhausted when we do our sessions, but whenever I have a session with you, it's very enriching. It makes me extremely happy. So it's a pleasure to have taught you. And I hope that we do
Yes,
get to meet sometime in the future as well if you sign up for
yes,
Clappingo. You never know, maybe when you get much better in English, you might become a tutor at Clappingo. So we will get to meet sometime soon. So make sure you do fill the feedback form right after the session. And
yes,
I wish you all the best for your exams and all the best for your endeavors. Thank you so much for being part of this journey. Have a great
yes,
day and a great year ahead.
yes,
Bye
ma'am.
bye.
Bye,
Thank you
bye,
so
ma'am.
much.
Take care, ma'am.
You too. Take care. Bye bye.